And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I was dealing with some weird technical difficulties. I hit play or hit start streaming and OBS crashed on me. So yeah, all sorts of fun and excitement is definitely happening here somewhere. Hey, yeah, let's get into some Minecraft and all of the good and fun and excitement, and hopefully things are good and exciting where you are. All right. Yeah, sorry, I'm all like discombobulated because of the crashing and the stuff. Hey, so I'm here in my science lab, or what will eventually be a science lab, and I want to get a bunch of the internal structures and stuff up. Okay, now I think the tree farm is going to stay, at least for the time being, because it's just too handy. But I may end up shifting some things around a little bit. But I want to get a bunch of this stuff done. These pillars. I want to get this tower done here too. And then I'm going to have a long, hard thought about what the heck is going to happen with the nether portals in here. So that's the plan. Okay, such as it is. I'm sure it's a fabulous plan, and I hope it's working great for everybody. I just realized I need jungle wood, and I don't have any. Well, that's not sufficient. All right, I guess we're chopping trees. Which, again, it's fine. Also thinking of hoping things are working. So, as a lot of you know, I multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch using Beam Stream, and Beam is awesome. I've liked Beam. It does some great stuff. But they're testing a new streaming protocol. They're calling it FTL after the well, faster than light, but also the FTL protocol that was part of Mixer, okay, which was great. And I'm in the beta program, so hopefully you won't see any weird problems as we're streaming. That's the hope and dream tonight, is that everything will work fine. I just wish I knew why OBS crashed on me when I fired it up. I might take a look after stream and just see, is there a driver update that I missed? That's a distinct possibility, you know. Okay, can't eat rockets and you can't fly with carrots. One of these days I will learn that. Also, I apparently can't land on anything. But anyway, so today is not the day I learn things. So let's, I guess, cut down some more jungle trees. So how y'all doing this fine Thursday? I'm obviously besieged by technical issues. But aside from that, everything's great. Okay, so hopefully should have, yep, I do have enough saplings to replant those trees. All right, and let's get this last jungle tree out of here. Yeah, definitely need to keep the... All right, I guess we're coming down here. Definitely need to keep the jungle trees around for a while, since I'm using them for the floors and stuff. Oops. So it really helps if I have the trees right here to farm. Oh, but let's see what else is going on. Not a lot. Oh, for those of you who are not level 1 members on the YouTube channel, you could change that at any time, of course. But level 2 or level 1 members have access to my latest video, the beginning of my Create Mod Skyblock series, Right now is a lot of Skyblock and not a lot of Create Mod, but, you know, it's early. But for those of you who are not in that level 1 membership tier, you can, you'll get to see the video tomorrow morning. So that'll be fun and exciting. I started recording the next episode last night. But just started it. There's a lot of grindiness that I needed to do, so didn't get very far. But it's okay. Hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, so let's get down to business and place some jungle wood or some jungle planks. How much? Okay, I've got plenty of torches here. So for the time being, anyway, I need to worry about things being dark. All right, so what I'm going to do here first is let's get this floor in. At least on the half here. So we'll get up over to that. Part of the reason I want to do that is I need to figure out where the heck I'm going to be placing some form of staircase or other way of getting up here, okay? There are definitely multiple ways of doing it, but the one way I cannot use, absolutely 100% cannot use, is bubble vaders, okay? As much as I would love to be able to use bubble vaders, I would love to be able to put a bubble vader right down in the center of that and whoosh all the way up to the AFK spot. That would be fabulous. That is not going to happen. Because, hey, this is an ocean monument, and any water basically between that floor and the top of that stone up there will become infested with guardians. Okay. Which is fine inside that pillar and that pillar and that one over there and that one over there. Because those are linked nicely to the farm, and the guardians who end up in those happy little towers will end up being happy little dead fish things. And strangely enough, I'm okay with that. That way I can get all of my prismarine goodness. Okay, but jeez. Placing things, it's hard. It's hard. It just is. Oh, you know what I should do? Hang on real quick. I should have done this a moment ago. Let's sleep. What I should do is get a screenshot of this. I need like a before picture. Okay. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be close-ish. Well, I should probably not be in the before picture. I mean, not that it would be, horrible or anything. It just, I don't need a picture of me. That would just be weird. Oops, there we go. Yeah, let's get a couple of screenshots here real quick. Just so that I can have some before pictures. All right. We're back again, and apparently in need of food. The good news is I spent some time the other day back in the Badlands and topped off my golden carrot supply, or at least mostly topped it off. So I've got plenty of food when I need it. It's just in my ender chest. Okay. So let's see. Other fun things. So for those of you who happen to be Star Wars fans, while Shadow Lord finished up on Monday, I'm gonna I'm going to talk about that in depth on when I record the podcast on Saturday. So of course that episode will come out a couple of weeks or a week and a half later, or something like that. Again, wouldn't be a review if it weren't really late. So that's going to be a thing. But the TLDR, really liked it. It was good. Looking forward to season 2, which is definitely happening. And we'll see if they get to season 3. But I liked it. So yeah, definitely worth watching. Especially if you're a Star Wars fan. If you're not a Star Wars fan, it's worth watching it also. But yeah, so it's good. I liked it. I like the character of Devin. She was cool. I understand why people are comparing her to Ahsoka. But to be fair, I think any young female Jedi would get compared to Ahsoka. So, you know. Okay. Oh, there's a lot of jungle here. What I'm hoping to do too is to break this up a little bit. I just don't know how. Right now, I just want to get the structural stuff done so that I kind of know where I'm going to be placing things. Okay? Does that make sense? Oh, okay. Also, let's be sure it stays mob-free, shall we? Also, I think I can clean that up now. Maybe. I'm still debating. Okay. So the good news is the hay bale farm works great. I was AFK for about 3 hours after stream on Tuesday, which it's basically when I logged off of stream, and then I think the server reboots about midnight Mountain Daylight Time. So yeah, so it's about 3 hours. And I now have like 4.5 stacks of wheat or of hay bales. So farm's working great. I don't think I need to worry about adding more layers. I think that's going to be enough. I'm not building out of hay bales, so I don't think I have to worry about that so much. I mean, not that hay bales are a bad block to build with. I just am not. So, but I do have enough now that I'm not worried about actually building out of them. There are a few places actually where I think they could be really nice. So we shall see how that goes. In the meantime, get this. I should move those ghasts, but since I'm not going to take down or I'm not going to put the floor in on the other side at the moment, I'm just going to do this side. The ghast can stay. Okay. Yep. Yeah, making progress. So let's see. I don't know if there's anything else going on. My life is boring. This is it. This is my life. This is pretty much it. If you want to know how exciting is your life, it's like, Randall, how exciting is your life? Well, it's this is exciting. Yep, that's pretty much it. I'm placing a lot of jungle planks in Minecraft. But hey, nobody said lives had to be hyper exciting all the time. You know, it's cool. My son's home from college, and that's great. Looking forward to spending a little bit of time with him this summer. He's trying to get a job, you know, over the summer, which is a good thing. Oh, okay. But you know how it is trying to find that summer job. Sometimes it's easier than others to find them. Okay. Now, I'm not totally convinced I'm going to be using the space under this platform for something decorative, okay? So I have a vague idea of what I want to do for the science lab, okay? Part of what I want to do is I want to set up like holding areas, observation tanks, you know, cells, whatever you want to call them, for zombified creatures, okay? So we'll bring in some zombie villagers. I've got a bunch of those. I've got a whole farm for those, so that's going to be easy. I want to bring in zombie camels, and I need to find a zombie horse, which is a thing now. So that'll be its own special breed of fun. And then, yeah, maybe I'll go find what's that? It's a zombie skeleton, or I mean skeletons, but there's what's it? The husks exist, or parched, or just really thirsty, whatever they are. The skeletons, the dry skeletons exist, but I guess the husk is the dry zombies, right? So I think I might bring one of those over. I do want to get a regular zombie. So yeah, so we'll get some of those, and maybe I'll even bring over the regular versions, like the non-zombified versions. Oh, I managed to pick up a kelp block. Cool. All right, let's go ahead. I guess we're going to be farming some more jungle. Not a lot more jungle, apparently. All right, well, that's fine. We can hop up here for a minute. The problem with jungle trees is they get really cranky about having space above them. So, you know, that's... Heck. All right, fine. Just hop up here and do it the old-fashioned way. This is not a tall tree either, so I don't think it's going to be that big a deal just to chop it from here. There's one hidden right there. Yep, there is. But yeah, the jungle trees don't like vines, so a couple places vines exist. It's a thing. Right. But yeah, I was talking stream about the video and needing to be a member and all that stuff, and I wasn't quite as clear as I should have been. That you have to be a level 1 member. There's a level 0 on YouTube. That's basically... I go back and forth. I may adjust the pricing later, but basically, you get emotes, and that's all that level does. And then the level 1 is what unlocks things so you can watch the videos. Okay. So, or at least watch them early. They will, as I said, they'll be available for everybody later, because I think that's a good thing. There may come a point where I do just a completely member-only video, but I have no idea what that would be like, so... I don't expect that to be a problem. Okay. Okay, I do need to set, well, I need to deal with this, but that'll be a problem for future me. Let's, for now, I'm just gonna fill that in. Okay. Okay. Good news is we have another couple of jungle trees. Not tall, but they exist, so that's something. Okay. Phew. Definitely am not going to have enough planks just with what I have now. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, so I was talking about I want to have the zombie exhibits, okay? I figured that's going to be basically what this science lab is doing. It's studying zombies, okay? Which is a fun and exciting thing to get into. You know, if you go to college and have the opportunity to choose zombification as your major, that could be really cool. I don't know if that would be a major in and of itself. Might be just undead studies might be a thing. Okay. So yeah, so if you go in and you're majoring in undead studies, that this would be a lab that you would then be able to work in afterwards. And honestly, I think undead studies would be a weird course to have at a university. But hey, I've heard of weirder, so go for it. If you want to major in undead studies, you go right ahead and major in undead studies. And I hope you find a great career in it. But yeah, so the idea is I'll have the undead exhibits here. But one of the things I was toying with, and I don't know quite how I want to handle it, okay? But one of the things I was toying with is potentially having the exhibits automatically change between the undead variant and the regular variant of the whatever's in there. So, for example, if I had a zombie camel in one display, then some redstone magic of some sort or other would happen, and the zombie camel would disappear, and a regular camel would show up and take its place. Okay. And then maybe, some minutes later, the regular camel would disappear and the zombie camel would take its place. Okay. I don't know how I would do that, which is part of the reason I think it would be fun to do. And that's part of the reason I'm thinking I might not have any sort of actual display interior down on this level that I'm at now. Because I might need this to be the redstone area. Right, where I've got all of the redstone to make the mob switch happen. Okay. We okay light-wise? I think so. Should be. So yeah, if I pull that off, I think that would be really cool. And it would be interesting. Also, it would be one less layer of interior to do, which I'm kind of happy with. Not that I couldn't necessarily do some stuff in there. Anyway, around the redstone, I'm still toying with the idea of being able to maybe block off the Guardian farm a little bit and being able to set up to manually slay the Guardians as they fall. That way you could take advantage of the looting effect and also get XP and stuff like that. but I don't know. I don't know if how I would do that, if I want to do that even. It's something I'm toying with it. Definitely toying with that. Okay. All right, so cool. So that's the basic floor here, okay? So the floor is going to come in. We've got ourselves the big wedge here, and I need to clean out the other three sides. I am not looking forward to that. So obviously I haven't done it. It's a little bit grindy, and if I didn't have the Skyblock series going, that's something I might have done in my free time. At this point, I don't have free time, at least from a content perspective, because it's all going into the Skyblock. All right, so this is Purple Pillars, which we need to finish up all of this good stuff. So let's do this. Now, I think what I might do, and it would make all the sense in the world, really, would be to replace the pale oak here with magenta glass. Because it might be fun to actually be able to watch the Guardians fall. And if I do that, it would really make sense to do that while I'm going up and taking things. Now, I think the design actually has magenta glass just directly in between that purple. Yeah, like this right here. But pulling it out so you can see the Guardians as they drop, that's an interesting possibility. The other option is to not do that and to just put the frog lights back behind there, which might be better for this at this level anyway. That is definitely a possibility. Okay, I got a bunch of shulker boxes down here. That one's empty. This is, bring this one up, that up. Okay. Again, this is something I have to sort out, is how the heck am I going to get up and down? Because I have to get from there down into the storage room down here. And again, I have to do it without bubble columns. So obviously, if you can't do an elevator, you do stairs, right? That is in fact going to be probably the plan. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to do that. But first, let's grab some more carrots. Okay. And we'll drop our little crafting station here. It's not where I was going to put that, but that's okay. All right. So, maybe bring the bed up too. Yeah, need to make sure this is actually all lit up, because it's not, and that's bad. All right. Cool. So we're lit up here. I think I'm all lit down here as well. Yeah, we've got some dim spots, but not dark. So that's good. Also, this has glass, so we'll take this up. I'm going to take I know I just started, but apparently I have the bladder of a middle-aged man, so I need to take a quick bio break, even though I went just before stream because I wasn't stupid. But my bladder hates me, so I will be back in just a moment. Wow, I am just bad at placing blocks. Okay, you'd think after, jeez, it's been nearly 10 years of playing Minecraft, I would be better at placing blocks, but you would be wrong. Now, to be fair, those first few years of playing Minecraft, I was playing on a controller. Because I was playing on the PS4. But still, you would think at least some of those skills would transfer and I would be able to place blocks. But you would be wrong if you thought that. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. Again, my bladder just hates me today. All right. So, okay, I've got the glass. Let's take this bed and bring this back up this way. One thing I've been thinking about is what to do with these other 3 corner sections, if anything, right? That one's got the mob or the wheat farm in it. And so I'm still debating whether or not I want to put some allays in here to pick up the extra seeds to compost. Okay. I might not. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. At the moment, and it's very possible I'm too far away, but I'm not seeing a lot of seeds floating around down here, so maybe it doesn't matter, but having an allay pick up some of those seeds and having a really slow bone meal farm isn't a horrible thing. Okay. But I need to do stuff. So let's go ahead. Actually, all right, hang on. Let's pull out some frog lights here. Frog lights. All right. So, if I were to pop these out, right, and then we would do frog lights like that. Okay, that would go up like that. Oh, I guess I do need some of that glass. Okay. That be okay? I think it'll be okay. Because we come up here and look at this. Yeah, I've got air between them because it's the drop channels for the bubble vader that goes up to the AFK spot. This is safe from guardians because it's above the level of the it's above sea level. Guardians won't spawn above Y64 or something like that. So I can do bubble vader up there. I just can't do it down here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I think having the light is going to be a good thing. So let's okay. All right, so I'm going to do this way. Very probably get myself zapped by a guardian, but, you know, not for very long. Okay, so let's go ahead and just... Okay, I'm going to, just to be on the safe side, fun seeing that wheat fall down there. That's good. I may end up with some other things down there, but it's not going to hurt anything. The filters will take care of it. Yeah, see? Guardians will just drop down. It'll be fine. Okay. We'll just pop this all out at the same time. Okay. We'll try to rescue some of that pale oak because I do want it. Okay. I'm going to need a lot of it, actually. Ah, darn it. Okay. No. Gotta get it all in the right place. Alright. Alright. Now I should be fairly certain the Guardians won't slip out into something weird. Okay. All right. Yeah, but we definitely are getting wheat dropping down there. It's getting picked up. It's the same collection system that was picking up the Guardian bits. Okay. I think I caught that wheat. Did I? Yep. But that's fine. I can throw it in there just as easily. Guardian. Yeah, having a spot down below that stops the Guardians from hitting the fire. Because they land, and they still have a couple of hit points. So if I can stop them down there. Okay, I think I'm okay with the amount of frog lights I've got. If I can stop them down there and then, you know, be able to sit and go slashy, slashy. I mean, it's going to be a little bit annoying with the thorns effect, of course, but if I can do that, then yeah, it'll be great. It'll be a nice little XP farm. I could, because I'd have looting, I could speed up the prismarine farming a little bit. Because, you know, looting, I'd get, what, 3 times the amount of prismarine bits? Right, which is good. And they might drop some other things too, but. Yep. Yeah, right now the problem is just making sure they don't land on me. That'd be especially weird. Okay. We're getting to just about to the point I need to be at. Okay. Okay, I'm not actually worried about them lasering me in the face at this point. By the time they get, oh, darn it. By the time they get down there, they're basically dead. They're not going to be alive long enough to actually finish charging up their laser. Okay. Great. Then I need to finish this off. Which I can totally do. Yeah. All right. Nice. So let's go ahead and get some glass and fill that in. so apparently I've managed to pick up some more weeds. So I really need a nice way of just throwing stuff back. I wonder if I could chuck it through here. Like if I want to just... I think I succeeded. Cool. All right. Well, that worked, I guess. But yeah, trying to find a nice way to get from this level up to that level is going to be it's going to be a special breed of fun. Let me just say. Okay. Carrots. All right, that goes up that way. All right, next column. Oh, that tingled a little. That's all good. We're fine. Not dead yet. Which, you know, honestly, I like being able to say that. You know, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm pretty happy about not being dead yet, so, you know. So, you know, that's the thing. That's obsidian. That's blackstone. There we go. All right. Let's just do this way. Blackstone. There we go. Well, some of those are in the wrong place. I mean, again, not overly surprising given the way I place things, but, you know, still. All right. Yep. All right. So up we go. Now, I have to admit, I am not overly fond of this this color scheme. I know I'm the one that picked it, and we're gonna go with it and stay with it. But and really, the colors do go great together. But really, the pink is not my jam. Gotta say. When I tucked this portal in, I tucked it back behind. Need to take that wood out. But if I were to put a nether portal on this floor, I could absolutely do it. I could tuck it back behind the right behind the purpur and stuff, right? I've got room. It would be open to the drop shaft. But that also means that maybe I would get zombie piglin dropping into that. Maybe getting gold? Maybe just a little bit? Tiny little bit? Just a teeny tiny little bit? That's a possibility. I just hope I have enough purpur to pull this off, because I'm using a lot of it. And I really am not hyper eager to go back to the farm. I mean, the farm works. It's just it harvests everything and then it has to cook it all, which is all built into the farm design. And while that I've got a reasonable smelter over there, it's not my giant smelter here, so it's a little bit slower. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a thought of, because I need to move my nether portal in here, right? I've got that one up there because that's how I brought in those villagers. But honestly, I don't, while it looks kind of cool up here, I don't really want the nether portals to be up at this level. I want the nether portals to be down at this level where I come in. Okay. And I can't put them behind here because I've got the, I mean, I guess I could, but I don't want to because it would be too easy to fall in. Honestly, that might be a problem with this too. Might be a little bit too easy to fall into the farm if I'm not careful. So, you know, that's, I need to pick those up. Sorry, purple is a little bit too rare just to let despawn. It's not horrible, it's just need to be a little more careful with it. All right, I've got enough. Should be fine. All right. Okay, get this black stone in place while we're going up. Yeah, this is one of those things you'll, if you haven't been here for a while, I do get relatively easily bored by large projects, okay? So when it gets to the point where I feel like I just have to work on a thing to finish it, yeah, that's when it's really hard for me to continue, okay? Well, yeah. So that's why I don't tend to build really large like this. And that's why I've been switching back and forth between aspects of the project, right? I did the wheat farm, and now I'm doing the, doing all of this interior work. And I may take a break and work on something else. You know, it's just whatever. I think that side is done. Yeah, I need to go pull out all of that pale oak. Yeah, which is going to be relatively easy. Okay. All right, what am I doing? Right. I don't know if you ever have that moment where you just forget what you're doing while you're doing it. Not just, oh, I've walked into a room and I forgot why I'm in this room. It's like, I was actively doing something. What the heck was it? Yep. That's me. I get that from time to time. Gotta love it. Because if you don't, you just end up really confused all the time. So, yeah, just have to sort of accept the fact that I have no clue what I'm doing half the time. All right. Yeah. Just want to be sure I had enough walls here to go up. Okay. And up we go. Still going. All right. Yeah, because we'll get the glass in place, and it'll all look pretty good. Plus, we'll have this nice column of light. What I might do, I said, I put in the jungle wood up there. I might actually want to do something else with that and turn those cross beams into something a little more decorative. Like I might take some purple and run them along there, do something. I definitely want to change out the or not change it, but kind of hide that sea lantern and ice and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Getting up there is gonna be its own special breed of fun. So okay. Okay, definitely want to be sure I get all of the glass in here. That would be awkward. Now I have to check. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. And that side is done. Yeah, see, it's pretty good. And it's gonna be this nice light source in the middle of the structure. I like that. If you want to get all like lore heavy with it or something, which I don't typically do, you know, maybe it's the power core for the base, which is a sort of a cool thought. You know, something. I don't know. But it's cool anyway, so we'll go with it. Sometimes you just go with the fact that, oh yeah, this is cool. And, you know, it does provide a nice bit of light here in the middle. Okay. Okay, so that side's done, that side's done. This side needs the blackstone, and that side is done. Okay. All right, do I have scaffolding? All right. So up we go with the blackstone. Okay. That goes all the way up there. That needs to go up there. Okay. All right. Nice. So, yeah, we are done all the way around the top. I said I need to replace the frog lights down there, but that's fine. I mean, if you're going to look, if you're going to be able to look down under that, that would be a thing. All right. Well, that's lovely and stuff. Okay. Yep, the flying machine went off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it definitely lags things out for just a minute when it first kicks off, and then it's takes it about 30 seconds or so, and then it's all back. All right, I don't know that I want to. Do I want to? Yeah, let's go ahead and replace all of this pale oak. Now this one I do need to be a little bit more careful about how I do this, because I need to be sure that when I pull this out, I don't let guardians jump out of the farm. Okay. Now they probably won't, but you know, when I'm down at this level, I have much fewer guardians spawning than if they're than when I'm up a little higher. Because I haven't gone through to spawn proof a whole lot of the area below. So there's definitely this whole section of stuff, you know. Right, there's all the caves and stuff below that, yeah, who knows what they're doing. Okay. Okay. Yep, we'll just bring this down this way. It's going to be a problem. Okay. Yeah, this beacon's a problem too, but I don't want to get rid of it, so it's just going to have to be there. Oh no, that's not going to be as bad as I thought. All right, cool. Yep, I just don't want to turn the beacon off yet, so just we'll just design around it for now. At some points, it will go away, but today is not that day. Okay. Yeah, those ones are a bit of a hassle, but it's okay. Okay. And same thing over here. I'll take that out. Since I can't really get in there to place the frog lights in the right direction, you know? At least not nicely. There's probably a way I could do it, but have to get in under everything, and that would be awkward. Speaking of awkward, where did I leave all my stuff? I think it's up here. Oh, I don't know that I have enough blackstone to pull this off now that I'm doing this. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and just turn this all into walls, but I have to go look. I don't know what I've got at the gold farm. I just don't know if I've traded all that up yet or not. Or if I have any left over there, you know. Okay, that's there. This all needs to come out. Okay. Nope. All right. Yeah, so this is the area. It's like, well, could I do something here that would, or maybe up a little bit, that would push in and, you know, be a nice platform for the Guardians to land on, you know, something like that. And yeah, the short answer is I probably could. I just don't know quite how I want to do that. Oh, am I out of? I'm out of. Let's do this quickly. Otherwise, we're going to have Guardians. Where's my stuff? We have Guardians bouncing out of there. Now, again, they have like no health once they do that. So probably not a concern, but still. All right. Okay. Well, that was relatively painless. All right. Yeah, I really should wait on this little bit here, but it's just not that much, so we'll get that all in place. Alrighty. Cool. So great. Oh, do I have the did I not put the glass in? That does explain why it looked a little brighter. Alright. Nice. Alright, so our central core it's done, I guess. Like I said, I could come in and put another portal behind it. right? Try to do something, but he said the problem is if I put the nether portal in where the portal ends up replacing some of this glowstone or these frog lights, there's always the possibility I go the wrong way and drop in on those campfires. And that's not nearly as much fun as it sounds. So I'd like to avoid that if I can. So, you know, there are options, okay? I don't know what they are yet, but they totally exist. All right. So let's see. We've got all of the glass in place here and all of the purple. This is going to need frog lights. So let's go ahead and drop off the glass. Drop off the purple, which I think is this box. All right. And we're going to need frog lights. All right. I think I will just tear that down. I don't think I'll worry about the other stuff. So, all right. So frog lights go here. I like this angle. Yeah, I think this looks really good on the other side. I think obviously it's going to look the same on this side. So, you know, it's the nice thing about doing things asymmetrically. If it looks good on one side, it's going to look good on the other too. It's just how this works. But it's definitely going to bring in some light into this area, and I'm happy about that. Okay. Is there? That pops up that way. Right, and that's the ceiling. Cool. All right. Oops, that's not where that goes. That goes right there. Cool. Now, next thing I'm going to need is... I've got the black stone. I'm going to need some more prismarine. So let's go see about that. Yeah, I'm just definitely going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about these portals. All right, prismarine. Here. Actually, you know what? I have an empty... I've got an empty black shulker box up here. Let's just swap this out. Okay. Right? Yep. Okay. We'll just swap this out, drop it down in that slot, and it'll start to fill up. All right. Hey, Dakurok, how's it going? Must have completed Breath of the Wild. Not so much, but I do Minecraft on Monday and Tuesday. Breath of the Wild is my Saturday stream, but welcome in. This is Barbie's Mad Science Lab that I've got going on here. Yeah, no, I'm still a long way from beating Breath of the Wild. All right. Okay, so what I need here is grab our handy and dandy prismarine. And this goes up next to it with the black stone here. Ack! Does help if I put things in the right place. So how you doing? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Okay, yep, I'm just trying to get some of the main interior structures in place. It's like basically the shape of the building, shapes of the, not the rooms and stuff, but at least some of this in place. Okay. Oh yeah, good. Well, have fun. Enjoy. All right, so that goes this way. And we'll get the next one. Yep, thank you. I am certainly hoping all the fun will be had here. Not just some of it, but all of the fun. I'm going to hoard all of the fun for myself because I'm just a jerk like that. No, it'll be cool. I'm definitely enjoying myself. I needed something a little decorative nonsense. A little nice little bit of chill and just chill little buildy stream where I don't have to think about things too much. I don't know if you have that sometimes where it's like, yep, I'm doing okay, everything's fine. I just need a little bit of mindlessness. That's kind of where I'm at right now. That goes that way and that way. And down we go. Yeah, see, that's already looking better. Cool. I mean, obviously this wall sucks, but it's not a lot I can do with that until I get the water out. Let's go ahead and clear out this dirt that I left up here from moving in the villagers. And then, and obviously the scaffolding will go. All right. Yep, get this all cleaned off. All right, nice. All right, so that's down. So that eyesore is out of the way. Now there is some decorative nonsense I probably should do with the, with those frog lights and stuff there. I don't know what it's going to be yet, so I'm just going to not worry about it right now. Okay, I'm a big fan of not doing things, you know. Too much of a fan, really. Okay. Sweet. All right, so that's done, right? So we can take out like this torch. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, this column is it's just dark. Not a lot I can do about it, but you know, it is what it is. Though that is the option. I mean, I could. So when I built the nether portal up top, let's take a look at it for a minute. I built it up above the water stream for the guardians, right? So it's sitting up here, back behind the purpur. I could put this here. Unfortunately, it wouldn't. I couldn't put it back behind the purpur, I don't think. Actually, maybe I can. Because I do have that glass here. But I've got the same problem. If I go the wrong way, I end up in the bubble stream, and that's not ideal. Okay. So, yeah. So that's a thing. As much as I would like to be able to tuck that in there. So I've got the same problem here too. So and I can't, this one in particular, but also there. It's not like I can put like a trap door on the other side to keep me from walking out, because it would block things from falling, and that's just not good. So yeah, that's a problem. But that's a problem for future meat. Let's deal with this guy. All right, so we have some of this. Do I have? Oh, yeah, I've got all the frog lights in the world. done with those for the moment. Okay, let's go ahead and pillar up all of this happy goodness. All right, and we need to do this. So let's be sure I know how this is actually gonna go, right? So the glass goes in front of, so the magenta glass goes in front of the blue glass that's there. Okay. Right, so it goes like this. Get our purple pillars like so. Right, magenta goes there. This goes here. Our prismarine brick goes like that. Okay, I think I've got it. Right, so that goes like that, and then the prismarine goes here. And then, of course, we get our blackstone walls like this. Okay. And then, of course, we've got all of this stone back behind it, which will have to come out and stuff, but... yeah. But that's the idea, is we'd have all of this happening here, so that's good. Yeah, we'll take this out. Sorry, hang on, it's dark in here. Take that out. Gonna replace... yeah, all of this stone. I guess it would end up getting replaced with blue glass. Or... yeah, no, that's what I did on this side too. Just replace it with the blue glass. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a thing I don't want to do. Okay. So how much of this do I want to do right now? All right. It's all right. No, we'll just get this up and placed. It's fine. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be great. Now it'll look good when it's all done. Okay. But yeah, so let's see, what time is it? Okay. This shouldn't take too long. Let's go ahead and get this pillar done. Or at least the half of it that's not encased in water. And then let's start playing with nether portals, okay? Oh, darn it. That's all right. I'll get the portals with the... oh, is that all I've got for the polished blackstone? That might be all I have. Throw that in the system. Let's go see if I have more blackstone, because the 34 I have is not going to be enough. Turn that off. Okay. Let's see what I've got in the way of blackstone. Oh, I've got some more there. Okay. Do I have more? I don't. Okay. I was hoping I might have had more just packaged up in a shulker box, but I do not. So, okay. Nope, that's just peachy. Okay. Yep, there goes the wheat. Okay, which is good. I need the wheat. I'm actually curious to see how much, how many hay bales we end up having at the end of stream. If we end up going in there and having another, like 3 stacks of hay bales, I'm going to be really happy. Okay. Ack! No, no. That's not where that goes. Okay. All right, so up we go. Up, up, up we're going. I don't know what song I was going for there. I mean, I know it was one of those 80s Calypso ones that everyone was so all excited about at the time. But I don't remember which one it is. Yeah, I guess I did bring this all the way up this way. All the way up to there, huh? Okay. Yep. I guess I could stay there. This needs to come out. Goes purper. Yeah, once you go purper, you never go serper or something. Okay. And this is going to come all the way up to, what is that, Y80. Okay. 380. All right. Yeah, since I don't have the, I don't have all of the prismarine and purple covering this section here. So, yep, so that's a thing that's going to have to happen. Probably not today, but it is definitely going to have to happen. Okay. Sort of hoping I could reach the top there, but I didn't. Okay, so this is definitely going to come up this way, so that much I know. Right, glass is going to go here. Right. Oops, hang on. Okay. So purple's going to go that way. Lovely. Okay, what do I have up in this shulker box here? Some iron and some obsidian. Good, soul sand. Cool. All right. Oh, I did miss one. No, that's too bad. All right, and then this go. This one will go up. Let's get the. I'm going to need some more purple. Which I should have. Okay, and there's purple blocks, which will turn into pillars. Oops. Pillar. 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 All right. Do I have a torch? Okay. Yep-a-doo. All right, so up we go. All of our happy little blocks. Right, I can just pop that right there. Wonderful. Right, and I should go get some more glass. Yep, just grab a little bit more magenta glass. Okay, yeah, we'll finish this particular tower, and then, yeah, I need to figure out another portal. Cooper is asking what mod it was that shows the numbers. That is Mini HUD. It's mods. That would be this one right here, Mini HUD. Very excellent mod. Does lots of good stuff. I like it a lot. So how you doing, Cooper? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Or you could just have a mediocre day. I mean, that's fine too, if that's what you're totally into, but don't let me tell you what day you should have. All right. Okay, yeah, so we'll get these... I get this side of the tower done anyway. Got the other half of it to do, but I need to drain that water out before I do that, so... Yep, so that's a thing. 80. Cool. So this will go up this way. And then I've got blackstone around here somewhere. All right, this goes up like this. Cool. All right, let's get the prismarine up. Been messing around with the new snapshots. Nice. With all the fun sulfur caves and the sulfur cube and all that good stuff. I've been curious about the sulfur cube. I really should drop into creative and play with that a little bit. I had a weird thought with the sulfur cube because I was curious to see if a wither would target it, right? Because the sulfur cubes are indestructible when they're, you know, loaded up with a block, right? Oops, I guess I have to down one. So if they're indestructible, what does that mean for the wither shots that are coming at it, right? And it's really got me curious. Because if they really are indestructible, there is a serious possibility that it might be possible to use them to help deal with some form of farming of things with the wither. I mean, I don't know if you've seen a lot of those or any of those wither farm designs, like oh, that's what I'm hitting my head on. Yeah, like they're wither rose farms or things like that require you have the wither shooting at things. And it really has me wondering, it's like, okay, if I can set this up so that I don't need to try to find a magic chicken or something that the wither will constantly shoot at it and miss. If I can give it something that it can shoot at, and even if it hits it, it's not going to be a problem. What does that do, right? Is there something I could do with that? And I don't know. I've never tried wither farming. Because building a wither cage is scary. Seriously, I have enough problems dealing with the wither without trying to be really precise with it. Okay. All right, so we'll get this glass in place. I'm not going to worry about replacing that stone for now. Like I said, I need to drain out the water from over there, and I just don't want to do it right now. I don't know that I'm ever going to want to do it, but it does need to be done at some point, so yay, I guess. All right. Cool, so now... Oh, drat. Let me get some more glass. We'll put the glass up on this side. Once that glass is in place, let's take a serious look at what's going to happen with the nether portal. Because it can't live up there. It needs to live down here. And I just have zero clue how that's going to happen. Because I would like it to be safe. I'd like it to be something that I can step into without worrying about if I come out the wrong side, ending up in the middle of the Guardian farm. Been playing a lot of 1.0 survival. Wow. That's a special breed of crazy right there. Yep, I never did play that version of Minecraft. I forgot what, I don't know what the actual version was. I was playing on the PlayStation, PS4 edition. It was before let's see, I think the color update had happened because there was concrete, but it was after, but it was before the, what was it? All right, I'm lagging like crazy. I may get dropped here in a sec. Oh yeah, I think I'm about to disconnect here. Or it will catch up with me, one of the two. Are we here? Am I here? Okay. It's finally, wow. Okay, nope, there we go. We got it. We're good. Everything is great. All right, so glass is done. I don't want to do that pillar right now. I want to figure out the nether portal situation. No, I started, it said it was before they made the changes to water and stuff. Because I used to have, in my PS4 world, I had elevators that were boats in waterfalls. And you'd get in the boat and they would float up to the top on the waterfall. But after that update, all of those broke because the boats would just sink. You've been playing since late beta? That is awesome. That is very awesome. Okay. So how do I want to do this? Do I really want to do this with the obsidian? Yeah, kind of, I guess. All right. So if I were to come back here, because I can take out this layer of magenta. Okay, if I put obsidian back here, does that look okay? Yeah, that's not going to be too bad. And then with the purple, the only thing that's going to be a problem is we're going to have this black stripe going across. And that's not going to be great. That's not going to be awesome at all. No. I guess I could cover it with something. Because up top here, I just ran some purple blocks across it. But it's all sitting back behind this purple level. And I can't do that here because it's... Again, I want this to be safe enough that I won't accidentally... Whoops. Do something like that. Where I won't accidentally walk out of the portal and end up in the Guardian farm. That's just not fun at all. But I think I do like the idea of bringing the portals this way. So that would pop this out. Okay, so obsidian go with thusly. So what is my base? That is a very good question. I guess the question is, how do you mean? Like, what is? Yeah, because that's all going to come out. Like, what is this area supposed to be? Or he asked, like, what's my main base? Okay, well that's. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. The design of it. Yeah, so this is. Well, we'll pop the overhead map here a little bit. And oh, because I'm underground, right? Uh, not underground. Why isn't it seeing it? I don't know. It's silly. Let's hop up here. Oh, come on. You can do it. Boy, definitely lagging a bit today. All right, so yeah, so we pull up the map. This is what the base looks like currently. Obviously, I've got some spots I need to fill in and things like that. Because it's a big base and there's a lot to do and I get bored easily, so. But yeah, so it's basically this sort of compass rose type thing. And it's just big and bright and pastel. It is said it's very much Barbie's Mad Science Lab, which I'm okay with. That's what I wanted, but oops, that's the wrong button. Still. Okay. So let's see. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across. So that's why you keep your bases small. I don't typically go big. Like, my first base here, I started in an ancient city, and it was great. I just built things out as I needed them. It was cool. My base in the Badlands is large-ish, but smaller than this. This thing is just huge. All right, so I think I want this to be 8 blocks high. 2, 3, 4. So higher than that. 4. But yeah, I'm the same way. I typically just don't go this big. Okay. Glass doesn't need to be there. So 1, 2, 3. So is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to go up one more. Okay, so how's that looking for balance? That'd be okay. And of course, the top of the portal would go across there, which is okay. I could cover that with, you know, maybe some more walls or do something with it. I do have to break that portal up there before I do anything else, or before I try to go through this one. On the other hand, no, I don't want to turn the whole thing into a portal. I wouldn't mind doing that if I had the obsidian back behind the purpur. But I can't really do that because to do that, I have to break this glass, which is what's holding the water in for the Guardian farm. So that is not going to happen. Ah! Apparently, I did not actually pick block the scaffolding. Alright, so this would come up this way. Ooh, that's... Oh. Not sure I like that. Not sure I like that at all. It's one thing to have the obsidian on this side, where I can see, right, the portal forms. Having the obsidian over here, I guess that's not too bad. But it then hits the purple right. Yeah, I don't like that. I do not like that at all. All right. Well, cheese monkeys. Okay. I guess we're going to sit here for the next 8 weeks and mine out this obsidian. Because I don't like that at all. If I were going to have that portal there, I think I really do want it behind the purple. But I can't really do that. I can't do that here anyway because of the Guardian farm. I could do it over on that side because I don't have water behind there. I would have to take out the frog lights, but doable, but I'm not sold on that. All right, let's get this obsidian out of here. And this is why I still have the haste beacon going. Because I don't know what else is going on here. Okay. Alright, so this is going to come down like so. Okay, we'll put this back. Right, this glass can go back. This is going to have to come. Right, get all of this purple back in place. Alright, now, I think to make life a little bit nicer, put that floor under there. Though, maybe I should replace that with purple blocks. But, alright, for now, we'll call it good. So, the nether portal is not going there, as much as I would like it to. Okay. What I might be able to do here, let's try this. Okay, let's pop this out. Now, again, this is going to get a little bit wonky if I decide to do the... Right, if I do another portal here. Right, there's room. And again, I don't have water. And I don't think I have anything I have to worry about falling in here. So I absolutely could put the nether portal right here. Okay. And if I... Depending on the direction you end up coming out of the portal, up on the nether roof, it might be okay. Let's grab this obsidian. So if I were to do this here. Okay, again, I need to break that portal before I do too much else here, but... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I just want to go across? This would be basically your standard size portal, right? Just like that. Okay. Again, you walk all the way through, you get, you end up down in the farm. Again, not ideal. Okay. What I could do down here, I could coming off one of these sides, I could put in a door. So if you do end up down there for some reason, you can get out. It'd be a little hot and spicy, but you could totally do it. Okay, so I don't have a flint and steel on me, do I? All right, so I said I need to go back up. I need to break the portal that's up top, because it will definitely link there on the way back. Which could be interesting in and of itself, but no. Oh, those are boring shears. Those must have just been emergency shears. Okay. All right. Oh, flint and steel. Cool. All right, so if I light this, okay. Now let's. Okay. Yeah. So that's like that. So if I trigger nether coordinates in overworld 1047 minus 663. All right. I've got enough portal stuff. I've got some glass that'll work. All right. So what I need to do, that away, is I need to go break that portal that's up top there. This portal looks great. It's just a problem. Okay. All right, I'll pick up that obsidian later. So I do like being able to walk out here and look at this, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, let's head into the nether. We'll link up that portal there. Probably gonna have to break the other portal. It's okay. We can make it happen. So, okie dokie. All right, so yeah, look at all these guys up here. All right, so this is gonna have to break. And what was that? 1047. Actually, you know what? That is basically this portal. 1047 is right here. So, in all honesty, if I go through this portal, I should end up right here. Hi. You go in there. Okay. So now it's just a question of which way do I have to go through this so I come out the right way. So if I go through this way, that has me pointing the right direction. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, that's a little scary there. Not gonna lie. But yeah, so I would have to come in. Let's block that, just like that for a minute. I'd have to come in this way. Okay. I think I can deal with that. I think I can. All right, so that means I'm going to have a little bit of glass back here. Just to be sure, don't accidentally walk through on this side, because that will then walk you right through the wrong direction and right down into the Guardian Farm. Okay. I don't have any blocks right at the moment, do I? Okay, well, we can change that. All right, so I need a couple of blocks. Because what I want to do is I want to swap out that glass and put in some regular purple blocks. I think that's okay. Let's, if I take this out and just, yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, so I'm a little bit worried about falling in there, but I guess it's okay. Oh, yes, of course. The zombie piglins don't burn. Well, that's fun. I mean, they do despawn though, so I guess that's okay. That's not to say I couldn't come through here and make with a slappy. Okay. All right. Well, that's a thing, I guess. But yep, that will definitely, yep. That'll definitely be an issue. So, let me see. I think I still have some of that pale oak on me, right? I do, you know. All right. Then let's get a couple of, let's make some doors. Just do 2 sets. Yeah, just 2 sets. Okay, and that means down here. Okay, I'm going to take these out. And so that's not how I want that. Oh, hi. It's not the way I want that door to go. Let's try that again. This time the correct way. Wow. Wow, I'm not good at that. Okay, so we'll just boy, yeah, you'd have to crouch to get out of there too. Fun. Yeah, no, this is great. Okay. So yeah, so if you do end up in here, you can open the door and get out. It's not ideal, but it does at least mean you're not going to get trapped in there. It's the opposite side of that, so. All right, that'll work. It might be a little bit better if it were, I don't know, it might be better if I have those doors so they're closed, but it'll be fine. And by closed, I mean this state is the doors are open from a Minecraft perspective. But that's okay. That'll work. So if you do fall through there, you'll be fine. That's the important bit right there. If you do fall through there, you're not going to get trapped and by you I mean me, because I will totally get trapped in there. All right. Nice. All right, well that works. So I need those. What I don't need, of course, the other fun part of that is if I just come here and open this door, then I can throw stuff in there and it will get picked up by the storage system. So, you know, that's something. Oh, I need some purple blocks. Just a couple of them. Yeah, not the pillars, just the regular flavor. All right. Okay, let's go and pull this. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I might do something else here on the sides, but for now that's okay. And I still have to take the nether port or the beacon out and stuff like that, but all right, that'll work. Cool. So that gives me a fairly decent portal location. Okay. So it's a little dangerous, right? You gotta be kind of careful with it. But it's not too bad otherwise. Do I want to put... You know what I'd like to do? I mean, I could put another door here, but that would kind of screw things up. But, nah, that's okay. It works. I can live with that. I can live with that. So, the nice thing is, it does put out a little bit of light. Okay, and we're still getting a lot of light from the frog lights on the other side there, too. So that's a win. We still have plenty of dark spots down there. All right, cool. So, hey, portally goodness. I could. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but I could put another portal on the other side, but I think we're okay. So if I were to do something like this, let's say I put that there with a couple of pale oak trapdoors here. Now, I could close those. But if I leave it like this, if there are piglins that spawn in there, see, I can walk in and out without problems. But if there are piglins that spawn in the portal, they can't walk out this way. Their only option is to drop down here. Now, they won't die to the campfires, unfortunately. But they'll still not walk around the base, which I think is a good thing. Okay. So that takes care of that problem. Okay. Is it ideal? No, not even a little bit, but it's okay. All right. Cool. And it's not like the guardians are going to be able to laser me in the face as they fall down there, so. All right, good. Good. So, we've got that done. Those two are done. This one is not. Let's figure out some stairs. Because I need to get down into the storage room from here. And let's see, what would be the right way to do that? Okay, because let's see. So I've temporarily I just put some prismarine stairs down here. And I've got these hallways this way. Now, I can't go straight up because I've got the water stream here. So if I do stairs, basically they're going to have to go up, and both of them will go up that way, which is on the opposite side of the portal. Is that okay? I would say that might be better to move the portal to this side then if I do this. It won't matter for the nether coordinates. It might be one block. It's already one block. It might be something. But if I were to do that, let's get some prismarine stairs because I like that look. see if I have any, first of all. I've got a bunch of prismarine up top, so. Alrighty. Alright, well, let's go ahead and turn these into stairs. I don't know if I don't know. I guess I don't really mind them being this steep. So let's take a look here. Because I think what I can do is, let's see. I'm going to have, let's go grab some, all of my prismarine blocks are now stairs. So, you know, that's cool. Let's hop up here, grab some more prismarine, and I need to sort out some stuff down at the bottom. Oh, hey, I had it with me. Never mind. Never mind. I had my box of prismarine with me. It's all good. It's all good. We're fine. Everything's fine. All right, so the idea is I'm going to have a hallway that comes this way. And it's going to have to come back that way, right? Because that's going to hide the storage. Okay. Other things might happen, but at the very least, we're going to have something along those lines. Okay. Like if I follow that, right, we'll have hallways that come here. Do I still have... I don't have Purper on me. I don't need to do this full design. I'm going to do it, but I don't need to. All right, so let's grab some pillars. I've got some polished black stone on me, so that'll be sufficient. Okay. Cool. All right, let's drop down and see where this is going to go. Because I think what I might do is have it come up this way, right, through that pile of rock I didn't remove. And then switch back and head back up maybe this direction. So something like that. All right, so the way I did this, I've got these corners where I've got the purple sort of as a highlight. Kind of sort of like this, I think. Okay, where it would sort of go like that. Oops, see, that goes there. We've got our blackstone, which would go here. Okay, I need to bring the sandstone over, but okay, yeah. So this would sort of go this way, and then how wide is this hallway? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would put this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this would go that way. Nope. This would go this way. This. Okay. Yeah, something along these lines. Okay, this comes out. Probably have a little bit of a wall or something there. But then if I were to come in, let's see, we'd have another. Let's see. 4. Yeah, something like that, I guess, maybe. Right, kind of like that, perhaps. I feel like that should be kicked back even one more. Right, because if I'm looking at this, yeah. Okay, cool. We got Guardian Dealy Bobs back there. Okay, so let's see. How would this work then? Like if I put this here and here, this would go like that. Okay. This pops out. Take this blackstone out. Okay, so this comes up like so, which actually isn't horrible. Oops, that is horrible though. Okay, so that goes that way, and then we blackstone like that. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, I need to get the ceiling and stuff in, but I think that'll work. So let's... Okay, so let's pop... Whoa! Okay. Well, that's not where I wanted to be. I did not need to be in here. Oh, I should actually take a look. Hang on, I have a secondary issue here. Do I still have... axolotls in here? Because unfortunately, I don't think so. The axolotls had a tendency to get themselves squished by the flying machine. So, yeah, it looks like my axolotls are all dead. Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Okay. Okay, that's not great. That is not great at all. All right. Well, darn. That's... All right. So, hang on. I need to get out of here. Drat. Okay. Well, that does explain why I don't have any more glow squid ink. That is really sad. Okay. It's not what I wanted, but okay. All right, so coming off of this then, going this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. All right, so that's going to go this way. Okay, we're going to have the purple here. It's actually 5 up that I need it to be. Okay, same right here. 2, 3, come on, 4, 5. Some form of prismarine action happening here. And then our blackstone goeth here. All right, yep, so that's going to go there. Okay. Wonderful. Now we're going to have some sandstone come this way. But what I want to do... Do I really want these... If my walls are going to be prismarine, I don't think I want these to be prismarine stairs. Right? Because then it's just going to be prismarine on prismarine on prismarine, and that's not what I want. Okay, I guess I could just do jungle planks. All right, let's go get some more jungle wood. I mean, it's a lot of jungle. I guess it's not really that bad. I can't do purple. I could make them blackstone. See, what else do I have in my palette over here? Pale oak. That's an idea. I like the idea of having the stairs be a different material from the floor. Okay. All right, I can live with that. Let's sleep here. All right. So I need... Did I just dream that I had? Okay. No, we're fine. Fine. Everything's great. Stairs. All right. So let's grab these stairs and let's see what we get here. So basically, we're going to be coming up 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just pop these up this way. Now, I've been meaning to clean this out for a while, so hey, now's my chance. Okay. This was just sitting there looking ugly, but I didn't care enough to do anything about it. Now I do. Okay. Cool. Now we'll see if if our happy little golems can actually do anything with it. Diorite goes in there. Stone. Done with the dirt. Copper ore. Sure. Okay. Good enough. Yeah, look at those little guys. Okay. Yeah, see, the idea here is that I can come in, I can just place shulker boxes or something right here that empties into this chest so that our happy little golems here will sort them for me. All right. Anyway, right, I was making stairs. Okay. Did I come up underneath a tree? Wow, I actually did. Well, that's cool. And I'm am I stuck? Yep, I am stuck. Nice. Okay. Well, let's get this jungle tree out of the way then. All right. Up we go. Climb. Whoa, climb a tree. It's healthy and stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's get this jungle tree out of the way. And the good news is I'll have more jungle logs for something. Floor. My palette also includes cherry logs and some other stuff that doesn't work for stairs, but I'll be able to use in a few other places. So we'll get to worry about that at another time. But for now, let's go ahead and get this tree out of the way for the staircase. Okay. Righto. All right. So we now have stairs. They're going to come up this way. Right? And then I think I want to come up like this. No. I mean, yes, but no. I want to have a wall between them, I think. Okay. All right, so something along those lines. Let's Let's see. I think this is the right level. Yes, turns out it is. Great. Stop that. All right, cool. So this would go this way. Right, and then we would be 4 blocks wide. 4. Yeah, I'm very much starting to look at this and thinking the portal should be on the other side, but let's see what this looks like, okay? All right. Yeah, that tree's going to have to go away too. All right, how we doing, y'all? You all right? Hanging in there? Okay. All right, so... All right, so that would go that way. Yeah, I definitely want to cover something here. But if I bring this like so... Right, because this floor is going to come across here like this. Right? Right, that goes over there like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim the trees back there a little bit. But if I come up this way, right, we'll have something happening over here. But then I really think I am going to want the portal on this side. Because if the portal's over here, whoops, yeah, if the portal's over there, then it's just going to be faster to get to the stairs. Right, and that's going to be a good thing. Okay. All right. Well, that's doable. Yes. All right. Take the walls out where they interface with the floor here. Okay, I don't have obsidian on me, do I? No. All right. But the other option... Oh, I didn't put the glass in on this side. Well, that's something to think about. The other option is to put the nether portals on this. Put 2 of them, one on this side, one on the other side. But I think doing it here in the middle is going to be the way to go. How did I do that? Oh, just behind the one. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, right, this comes out. And, right, that goes away. This comes out. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, just to be on the safe side, trigger other coordinates in overworld. It's a nice data pack from Vanilla Tweaks, by the way. 1048. So, yeah, it is a little bit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it'll be fine. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, and I need to put the glass in, and I need some other stuff here. So let's get some purple blocks, and I do need the glass so I can finish up that side. Okay. Right, so I'd have to light this portal. And break that one over there. Okay. Okay, so this is going to have to come out. Okay, which is fine. I think this is going to be better. I think I like what this is doing. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I think I like what this is doing a little bit better. Because as we come across this side, right, let's light it up. Okay. So we'll come through, we'll link up with that portal. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to change this glass to the other side. Right, so if I come through here, that has me facing the right way. Okay. Cool. Well, that makes it easy, I guess. So we are going to come in that side, so let's get some glass. And it's going to block off this side like that. Okay. That way, you come into this portal, you can only come in from the one direction, and it leaves you facing the right way when you come out here. Okay, that's a good thing. All right, so let's go ahead and take this out. Okay, let's see, what do I need to do? That glass needs to come out. This obsidian needs to come out. Okay. Okay. And then those frog lights go back in. Okay. Which is great. And then, what did I do on the sides there? All right. I do like that better. Let's do that. Okay, let's go ahead and take those out. Let's take some purple blocks. Cool. And we'll do it that way. Yeah, I think it's going to look just a little bit better as we take all this good stuff. Okay. Cool. So now, let's go and put that glass in. We'll put our piglin stopper here. So again, if the piglins do show up, they'll fall through that way. Okay. That'll work. Okay. That'll work. I'm happy with that. All right, so this will come this way. Let's, oh, definitely gonna have to do something with these trees. All right. By the way, I should have asked before. How's the stream going? Hopefully the latency is a little bit better. It's one of the I said Beam made some changes that I am in the beta test program for. And the changes should decrease the latency on the stream. So you should see my responses a little bit faster, that type of thing. Okay. All right. So cool. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to need some more. We need some more stairs. Slabs, stairs. I think that should be enough. If not, I guess I'll just craft more. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So yes, we are going to have some form of stairway here. In the form of, stairs. Okay. Well, that one's not going to be that helpful. That's the stair you trip over on the way up. It's like you get your toes caught under it. It does bad things to your toenails. Yeah, so we're just going to fix that. Save our toenails some grief. Okay. All right, so that's the idea. We'll come up this way, and I think I'll end up doing the same thing on the other side. We'll have another staircase over here that goes down. Okay, so this will come out. Let's go and take these stairs out. Okay, that's cool. All right. Okay, so that comes out. Let's throw something in the storage room. I don't know if any of that's getting sorted, but hopefully the pods will be sorted. I know the stairs are not, though, so let's throw those in there manually. Okay. Great. Okay, so this will come up here like so. Yeah, I'll need to figure out what that all looks like, but we'll come up that way. And then, as I said, do the same thing on this side. And we'll go up over there. Which we kind of have to, because there's a bunch of redstone in the way on this side. So, right, this will all block off. One of the things I was looking at doing, and I still might, I was thinking about maybe brute forcing like one more hopper right over here. So when the minecart comes by and it drops off, oh, cool. It's going to fuel the thing. To drop off fuel for these smokers. I was thinking I might have it drop off one more, or I guess it would be two more. Yeah, have it drop off two more dried kelp, and have that come back this way to a small furnace right over here. Okay. With the idea that by doing so, I could just have a little bit of a manual furnace, so that, hey, if I need to drop stacks and stacks, I've got the beast over here, right? This thing will cook. I've got 64 furnaces here. This will cook a stack of stuff in a hurry. It'll cook many stacks of things in a hurry. But if I just want to cook one thing, right? Or a handful of things, I don't need to do a full stack. Having a small furnace array over here, or just a couple of furnaces or something, wouldn't be a bad thing. You know what I mean? But getting that from over there to over here, it's a lot of hoppers. It is a lot of hoppers. Not that I'm lacking in either iron or wood. It's just a lot, you know? And, oh, why did I get a hay bale? Oh, okay. Because I don't have all of this glass in place. Apparently I missed that step. See, I've got a little bit of extra glass here. So that means while my farm has been working, it has been not nearly as efficient as it should be. Okay. See, some of it ends up in there. Some of it ends up not quite in there. There we go. That should take care of all of it. I'll block that there. Unnecessary, but we'll do it anyway. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, so that's the thing. Actually, this should come out to here. All right. So, okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the wall, and it angles. So, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay, and then this would angle up like that. Is that how that worked? 6. Yeah, back behind it, and then the thing. Okay. Okay, so then that goes like that. With our purple, or our, that goes there. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Okay. So basically it's going to look like this. Okay. And then our stairs are going to come up this way, which I need more of because we need all the stairs in the world. Okay. Close enough. Did I have them come up right in line with this one? Okay. So it goes up this way. All right. Okay, so this is going to go up like so. Yeah, those trees are now going to become a problem, aren't they? I'm going to have to find a better place to farm those trees. That was just really convenient. Okay, so coming up this way. Yeah, that was just really convenient, and now it's less so. Okay. That's fine. All right, that is the same spot there. Yes, it is. Okay, and then we are coming in on the inside. Okay, and all of these cherry trees are now in the way. Okay. All right, well, you know, I could use some cherry wood. I like the cherry wood. Mr. Cherrywood was the head of the orphanage in the Care Bears movie, because I know you all, you know, care about that. But that's I really should do a really late movie review of the Care Bears movie. I mean, it's not. Yeah, and I'm talking about the 1980s Care Bears movie. That movie went really hard. For a movie that was basically there to set up new Care Bears toys. Okay. It went so hard. I think it had Mickey Rooney doing the voice of Mr. Cherrywood. You know, just in case you. And we're out. Okay. Yeah. All right. I guess we'll just cut down those trees again because networking is cool. Okay. Jeez, what's my connection doing? I don't know. I wonder if the server is struggling a little bit. I don't know. I did have some issues with it when we first, because the server had to migrate to a new data center. It was they had to do some emergency maintenance, and they moved the server to a new data center, and that was fine. But it said every once in a while I run into some weird networking issues. I don't know if it's just routing. Is it maybe my computer? Or is it, you know, this is one of those cases where if I were connecting, I might want to connect through a VPN and get a better route to the server, perhaps. And, if you need, a VPN to avoid these problems that I'm having, Proton VPN is really good. They've been in the privacy game for a long time, and they're really good at it. And with their, you can get the VPN for free. They also have a really nice password manager that I use. It's fabulous. But they also have you get on their paid plan, and they've got a privacy focused email service. So if you're worried about like Microsoft or Google, listening in on your email or using it to train their AIs or whatever, you don't have to worry about that with Proton. So it's definitely worth checking out. I've got stairs right here. Okay. All right. So don't need those. Really don't need the leaves, but it's okay. I do, however, need more stairs. Not probably that many stairs, but I do need some more stairs. All right. I think that's enough. I should sleep. I'm right here by the bed. Let's get the sleeping out of the way. But yeah, Proton's a great service. I've liked them. It's one of the reasons why I found out. Oh yeah, they've got an affiliate program. It's like, yep, I want to take advantage of that because it's like, hey, can I actually recommend a service that's awesome? That's the way to go. Hey, how's it going there, Piggy? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Over there on the YouTube side of the house. Okay. Here we go. That should do it. Yep. Definitely going to have to figure out another place for my temporary tree farm. Because it turns out right in the middle of my base is not working for me anymore. I guess I could have some room over there, but yeah, this is definitely not working for me anymore. So where is that? I know there's another branch in there somewhere. There it is. Hi. Scaffolding, please. Anyways, how you doing? Hope your day is going well. We're here working on Barbie's Mad Science Lab, so, you know. It's, and that's been a special breed of fun. I don't typically work in this, with this color palette, but here we are. Okay. So I need to be sure I've got enough, light over here. And that, you know, maybe I put the blocks in the right place. That would be helpful too. All right. Cool. All right, so that'll work. That'll work. I need to bring the floor all the way across that way. Let's just get this. Yep, these trees are just definitely in the way. I wasn't expecting the staircase to go out that far, but there we are. Not that it's a bad thing that it does. Do I have a... Oh, I do have a hoe on me. Aha! I'll solve that problem in a hurry. Not that I need this many cherry leaves, but, you know. Oh, maybe that's what I could put in here. So I've got a couple of sections. I've got a wheat farm in one. But I've got 3 more sort of little corner farm areas, or that could be farm areas. I could actually take 1 or 2 of them and turn it into an actual a good honey farm. Get like honey blocks or something. Because the one I've got in the Badlands is fine. It's just a little, it's just small. It's only 2 hives. On the other hand, I am generating more than my share of lag over here with the furnace, so and the kelp farm that feeds it. So, you know, maybe I don't necessarily need all of that. Okay, hang on. Got a bunch of cheese monkeys. All right, well that's fine. I'll just fall down. That's probably fine. Okay, I really don't need all of those leaves, but the wood, sure. The leaves, not so much. All right, let's get over here. Clean off. What was the... was it over here? Somewhere over here, it's all stuck and gross. Okay. Yep, something over here. Okay, there it goes. Got it. All right. Okay, so that's good. That'll keep things doing something. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get all of this, all of our happy little cherry trees out of the way. Okay. I mean, I suppose I could dig out a cavern or something to farm the trees in, but falling down. I don't know that I want to go that crazy with it, but I could. It's not like I, have something that's stopping me from doing it other than, time. Do I not need? Okay, really. I want to pick up the dirt. I'm surprisingly low on dirt. I have my main bases are in two areas that are not really known for having dirt. Right? My first base was in the Badlands, which was great, but again, not a whole lot of dirt spawning out there. Or actually in the deep dark, even less there. The Badlands doesn't have a huge amount of dirt in it either. So yeah, that's not ideal for the random dirt. Okay. Cool. So yeah, so there's some structure I need to set up over here, which is fine. Let's go ahead and no, hang on. Take that out. Take that stair. I don't know that I'm going to go pick it up, but at least get it out of the way. All right. Okay, so we now have ourselves some stairs. That'll make getting up and down easier. Since didn't really have any over there anyway. So we've got our nether portal that's going to drop us out here. So it makes it right by the stairways. So we've got a nice, easy way down into the storage room, into the furnace array, and all that fun stuff. Do I have jungle logs? Perfect. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish out this floor, at least to this level. Okay. That's not where that goes. All right, and we okay over here light-wise. Seem to be not so much right down here though. So let's. I mean, I don't think anything could actually spawn there, but right under that stair they could. All right. Yeah, I need to get that pillar all tidied up and stuff, but that's going to be a problem for future me. I'm not going to deal with that tonight. I think it's getting late enough. I really should be thinking about stopping because I do need to go to sleep and get up and go to work tomorrow. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm not particularly in the mood for just dragging through my day because I barely keep my eyes open. I don't know. Maybe that's how you like to do things. It's just not really my jam. Okay. Yep. All right. So, yes, I need to go over that way. Now, I suppose I could plant the trees on top of this layer, right? If I were just to finish this out all the way, I could just plant a few more trees on top of this. And so when I need to, I could just do that for the time being. Obviously, it's not something I want to do permanently, but as a temporary dealie, I could do that. Okay, and I kind of want to. Oops. All right, I'm going to want to put some form of something kind of like this. Right, so if I bring this floor over this way. Yeah, something just like this, as the song goes. Okay. Right, if I come this way, that's not planks. Okay, so this goes like this. Okay, so we'd have our floor here. This is going to come like so. I'd want to come out at least 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks here. This is, yeah, assuming I wanted to sort of block off the stairwell, right? Which, you know, would be a reasonable thing to do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Okay. Excuse me, I don't know what would happen here, but have a few other things going on, right? All right, so that would go this way, and then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to totally block that off or not. Okay, right, so this would go this way. All right, so yeah, so I said the title is We're Working on Structure. That's kind of what's happening here. And now, if that goes there, we're going to have, let's see, I don't have purple blocks on me, do I? Oops. I don't have much of anything on me right now. But that's okay. I don't need to have much of anything on me right now, because that would make sense or something. All right, pillars. I've got that. Do I have some black stones? Grab a little bit of glass. And let's just mark out where this is going to go. Okay, so ta-da, this goes here. All right, so we go like that. Okay, this goes 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. This glass goes here. Okay, and then this will all go kind of in like this. So when this pillar gets built, this is the footprints. Okay. So the question is, do I want a wall here, given that we're going to have this pillar here? And I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. I need to look at see if I bring this tower down. So it sort of depends on what I'm going to do on this floor, to be honest with you. Because this is all going to go across that tower. Really, I think this floor is going to be, oops, hang on. I'm going to fall down first. This floor is going to be the main floor, okay? That is going to be filled in. Okay. Right, this is all going to be here. Of course, I'm out by 1, but that's okay. Right, so this would go this way. If I do decide to actually have this floor have some sort of something, actually I should have some, because like I said, I was thinking of having a some form of something here. Potentially some way if I wanted to manually take care of the guardians. Right, that's a possibility. I mean, I could kind of do it now if one were to drop. It's just I need to light up the areas underneath so that I free up the mob cap. That way the guardians will actually spawn. You see, saw that one there. I could. Oh, darn it. Maybe an axe was not the right choice. But if I go in with a sword or a spear, right, I can maybe smack away at them. But I don't know. I'm not totally convinced that I actually want to have a manual kill chamber on that farm. I was going to. That was part of the original plan. But now that I've got the farm built up and got some other things going, I don't know that I want to worry about it, you know? Okay, let's get this glass in that I forgot. Okay. Go, get all of this in place. There we go. All right. All right, cool. So that glass is now in place. That's there. It's there. Let's drop down because I think I just need to fill in a little bit of glass here. Oh, I have purple blocks. I've got the pillars, but I don't have the blocks. Purple block. Beautiful. All right. So we'll just slap that there for now. But yeah, then the idea, hopefully, is that when the guardians drop in, I can get in here and smack you with a sword. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't think they can bounce up. If I were to move these slabs up, I don't know if it would work better or not, to be honest with you. I mean, it might. I don't know if it would, but it might. But I know if I can't take them out because there's a possibility the guardians could bounce through it. But if I were to move them up a layer, I don't know. This seems okay, I guess. In any case, yeah, I got to figure that out. If what I want to do with the guardians, if I do want a manual kill there or not. But I think, like so many other things, that's a problem for future me. All right, let's go and put that thing is just about dead. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and I want to clean this up. At the very least, to make the screenshot a little bit cleaner. Right, for the thumbnail. It's not going to be a whole lot cleaner, but it'll be a little bit cleaner. Okay. And we'll move this around there. And let's just grab these shulker boxes. Okay. Yeah, and I think I'm going to have to do something there. What I have yet to figure out, and that's... I put it off, and so I didn't do it today, is how I'm going to get up there. Okay? And again, I can't use a bubble column. Now, I suppose I could just hide scaffolding somewhere. But it is, I can't use a bubble column because guardians, right? So, so yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out at some point too. And what I could do is maybe I just run another staircase up. Right, I could just have these staircases go all the way up on that side, on both sides here perhaps. And that would be fine. Right, it's not, that wouldn't be a horrible idea. You know, just have the staircases go up. It would kind of block some of the view, maybe, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. I need to obviously drain a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I mean it could be a thing, and then you just walk up the stairs for another 2 or 3 flights, figure out how that would all work. But anyway, to get you up here to these to the bubble columns so you can go up and AFK the farm. Yeah. Okay. No. No, that's not how this works here. Wow, what are you doing inside my base? I guess I do have a little bit of darkened area, I suppose. All right. Jeez, monkeys, man. That's not at all what I wanted to have to worry about. Okay. Yeah, having pillagers spawn inside my base is really not cool, man. That is really not cool. Oh, let's just throw that someplace useless. There. Go down there. All right. Yeah, not bad. Like I said, I need to figure out what's happening with that beam, to be honest. That cross up there is great, but yeah, I think I need to do something else with it. It's a little funky, and I don't know what the solution is. I think there is a solution. I just don't know. But as I said before, that is a problem for future me. Let's go ahead and call it for the night. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today. I especially want to give a shout out to my supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. If you would like to become a supporter, get your name in the credits, and get some behind the scenes access to a bunch of stuff, go to musicfreegaming.com. You can sign up over there. Next stream is going to be Saturday morning, 7:30 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. I'll be back playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so that's going to be cool. Also, coming out tomorrow is my first Create Mod Skyblock video. So that's been available for level 1 members on YouTube. It'll be available for everybody starting tomorrow morning. So be sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Turn on notifications so YouTube will tell you when that video drops. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.